So hello there and welcome to another album review of the Shield in the Couch. I know I said on the last one for Avandra that it was my last one, but I have to talk about the new Elder album called Innate Passage. So I'm going to show the artwork for it. And this is the band's sixth album. And this is a band that I've been listening to for a few years now. And I like how they started more stoner rock metal, but they introduce more psychedelic, and they're more of a like progressive band right now in the sound, at least for me. That's what I listen when I listen to Elder. So this sixth album is just six tracks, 33 minutes in length. So it's an album that, it's not very long, but it's a few songs, but the songs are really long. So something that you can get with this album is you can feel that there's a lot of spacing in the songs. The songs take their time, and the way they build up, and nothing is rushed. And that's prog rock for you. Like a good prog rock band knows how to work with time, because usually prog are long songs, and this is what you have in this Elder album. There's long songs, and this album, it's pretty much a more chill affair from previous Elder albums that can be a little bit heavier, even though this is a band that has never been like super, super heavy. They have heavier parts in some of their songs, but they've always been more psychedelic and spacey to me, great guitars. And the lead singer, he always sings in a way that you can understand what he's singing. So in this new album, it's an album that I think that it's hard to mention like a standout track, because I think this is the sort of album that you listen from start to finish, and it has like a flow where sometimes it can feel like it's a 53-minute long jam type of album, because this is a band that has that jam sound, like that they're jamming and it's a continuous sound, and every song like flows into each other very well. So it's not those type of albums where you say, "Oh, no, this is a singles album where you listen to the singles and that's it." And it's five songs. I said six, so it's five songs. It has Catharsis, Endless Return, Coalescence, Merging Dreams, Neplos Ultra, and The Purpose. And they all flow very well together. I think Catharsis starts the album really well with a like softer guitar. And it gets you into the music, because this is a 10.5-minute track. So the first minute to 2 minutes, you have that slow guitar intro that it keeps building up. Then it gets more psychedelic, and the song lets you breathe and lets you take a breather, and it flows from time to time. Something very interesting about this record, that this album, one of the members said, this record channels this real world we live in from a fantastical point of view, not super literally, and how we as humans process that everyone on their own passage through time and space, and whatever version of reality they chose for themselves. The phrase innate passage appeared to me when writing the record. Passage and transition are necessary in the human condition, and this process is intrinsic to us. All the growth and introspection we underwent in the past few years totally made this apparent to me. So, any other experience in life so far? So, yeah, the record really takes its time, because he's saying here, and what he said, it's a way of looking at life and the passages of life and how life flows by. And I think the band captured this essence on the album very well. So the songs, like I said, to me, there's no like clear standout track here, but I think Catharsis starts the album on a very high note, and I really enjoyed that one. Then on Endless Return, I think the guitars are more loud on that one, and it's a shorter affair, like a 19-minute song, 9 minute song, but it really goes well following Catharsis. Then you have Coalescence, and Coalescence, the first 4 minutes is just instrumental. There's no singing. And when I was listening to it, I thought, oh, maybe this is just an instrumental track. But then at the fourth minute, you get the vocals, and there's great vocal melodies on that one. And then the song flows into Merging Dreams, Ne Plus Ultra, which is the longest song on the album. That's almost 15 minutes. And here you get everything. You get great soloing. You have more psychedelic parts mixed in with the more dreamy. And I think on this track, they have more of the harsher like sounds, more like think like Mastodon Baroness a little bit. And that's what they do at. And then they finish with The Purpose. And The Purpose is another long song, almost 10 minutes. And on that one, we get more great guitar melodies, more great singing. And it ends with the same intro that Catharsis have. So it's like a loop, like in life. You go from the innate passage and you go back to some place. So I enjoyed the record. You know, this is a record that maybe is not for everyone. You have to be in the mood for some like spacey prog rock that takes its time. If you're not in the mood for that, you won't enjoy it. But Elder really are at the top of their game on this album again. It's another solid release from the band. The only negatives that I would say is that sometimes I thought the songs were too long, and sometimes they dragged a little bit. And I would have liked like a little bit more heaviness on the record, because sometimes I thought it was too mellow. But besides that, this is a great record to end the year. So if you like that type of like prog with psychedelic elements, do not sleep on Elder-Innate Passage, because you know it's a very solid album. So this is the last review of the album I'm gonna do this year. So coming up next, we have a new series this Sunday called Is It That Bad?, where we take a look at records that we ask ourselves, are they that bad or just misunderstood? And then in December, we have the top 25 divided into 5 chapters. So what did you think about Elder-Innate Passage? What are your favorite tracks? Comment. I would really want to know. So until next time, this is Hector, the Shield doing the couch, and I'll see you right here on the couch. Thank you and good night.